realized I was kind of boring in the last video, pretty dry. Not really wanting to have that happen. I mean, I'm in my closet because this is where the best sound is, and I want this to be a casual place where I can feel like I'm being myself. So, gonna work on that for this video. This question is coming from an administrator regarding draft IEPs and formatting. So, the team provided a draft IEP, and the parent, through the advocate, sort of through the parent, is asking for that IEP in a Google Doc version, presumably because they want to be able to make their own changes, make comments, whatever. And so, in thinking about this question and sort of how I would respond as an administrator, I would think about first, who is this advocate? Do I know them? What's my relationship like with them? And, do I feel like I need to be on guard? Which, I hate to say it, but it is a reality when you're working with advocates in contentious IEP meetings. So I'd think through all of those things, and then I would also think about, how do I approach this with kindness? I've certainly been in positions where I have regretted sort of, doing something that I was like very in the right to do, but wasn't presenting myself as a collaborative partner with the advocate and the family. So I never regret working to find a compromise or working to find a way to give them some of what they want, because that is really going to set the tone for this meeting. If you shut them down hard, they may come into the meeting already sort of feeling like you don't want to hear what I have to say, and hopefully that's not true. So if I were to say yes, I would probably say that they could only have commenting access. That's going to avoid them getting into the nitty-gritty of the draft, and it would also give me insight as the leader of the team into what are going to be the issues that come up during this meeting. What are the things that they are disagreeing with? Where do we need to plan for the most discussion? It helps with planning time. So there's a lot of benefits actually to like saying yes and providing this, and potentially with some parameters there. If you really feel like you can't do it or don't want to do it, that may just be because of time. It actually takes a long time to copy and paste from the IEP software, from in the IEP to the Google Doc if you don't have an advanced version of Adobe, yada, yada, yada. So I think there's ways to say no in a collaborative way. Obviously, you want to be honest, and if you're not comfortable with it, say that. But that you want to hear the feedback. I'd love to get handwritten feedback, take a picture of it, anything that, is meeting in the middle on this stuff. And that's going to be a theme sort of universally in these conversations, is how to be a collaborative partner, how to think through the pros and the cons. And in this case, I would probably do the Google Doc. I would probably do the Google Doc. I can't think of a lot of reasons why I wouldn't do the Google Doc, except if it was going to be me doing it at midnight or whatever. But I think I probably would do the Google Doc. And some people out there may say, that is really naive. You should never do that. And that's fine too. But in this situation, I think there are ways to really present as a collaborative partner and in my opinion, that's always the right way to go. So that's my little spiel on Google Doc drafts. And tune in next time for our next topic.